Congratulations! You've completed Course 8, Website Media, and you've completed the entire Level 2 of the WP-Easy Website Builder Training Center. Way to go! Woohoo! I hope you'll pause for a minute to celebrate because this is a big accomplishment. No, seriously, go ahead and press pause. Go ahead and get yourself your favorite treat, a cupcake, an iced latte, whatever you like to reward yourself with, and I'll be here when you get back, okay? All right, well, again, congratulations. What you've done is really important. I've got a question for you. What do you think of the way that we organized the WP-Easy training here in the training center? Has it been fun? Have you felt like you've been making progress without it feeling overwhelming? In a little bit, I'm going to ask you to complete a feedback survey, but that's not the main reason why I'm asking you the question. So I'm pretty sure you've got more to do before your website is complete, right? And if you've enjoyed the way that we have organized things here in the training center, I'd like to offer you a few tips on how you can go about finishing your website using the same principles and methods that we have incorporated in our training. Sound good to you? All right, so here are the tips for you. First of all, write down a list of all of the things that still need to be done before you've completed your website. Be real specific in your list and make sure that nothing on your list will take you more than an hour or so. So don't make one of the items on your list, like write all the text for the rest of your website. Make individual tasks like write the text for my homepage, write the text for my about page, take photos of the youth group, add items into the calendar, things like that. Make it really specific and relatively short tasks. Why do we do this? Well, you've probably heard the old joke. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? That's because big projects can seem overwhelming, but if we break them down into bite-sized tasks, we can accomplish almost anything. So that's step one. Create a list of everything that still needs to be done for your website. Tip number two, or step number two, is to put each of those items on your list into one of three categories. You can put them into the must-do category. These are things that absolutely have to be done before you launch your website. So for example, you wouldn't launch a website with the wrong contact information on it, or you wouldn't launch a website with default About Us information without replacing that with information about your organization. So those things should be in the must-do category. Your next category is going to be the important tasks. These are things you can launch without, but they're still important and you want to make sure you get them done. And then your third category is going to be optional things. These might be like starting a blog or adding a community resource page to your site. Your organization will be fine if you don't do those things, but they might be projects that you want to take on in the future. So that's step two. Categorize everything into must-do, important, or optional. All right, step three. This is where it gets a little bit challenging. People are tempted to skip over this step, but I really want to encourage you to do step three, which is to prioritize and schedule everything in your must-do category. When I say schedule, I mean put an actual deadline, a date, next to each item. I don't know who said it, but I have always thought it true that without deadlines, nothing would get done. It's certainly true in my life. Maybe it is in yours too. So go through that and give a deadline to each item on your must-do task, okay? And then the second part of this one, go back and change your deadline, giving yourself twice as much time as you think you need. And I encourage you to do this because if you're like me, things always take longer than I expect. And then there's also things that just come up in life and sometimes get in the way of us finishing up these tasks. So do that. Go and double the time that you give yourself for each of these things. Why do we do this? Well, I don't want you having the weight of all of your must-do tasks feeling like you have to get them done all at once. If you give yourself due dates for each one, then you can focus on just the 1 or 2 tasks that you have for each day or for each week, and it makes the project seem so much lighter. All right, that's step 3. Step 4 is very much like it. Once you've finished all of your must-do tasks, you've launched your website, then you can prioritize and give deadlines to your important tasks so you can get those done in a timely manner also. All right, I hope that helps, and I hope you're able to finish your website in a way that it feels fun because you're getting stuff done and you're making progress and it's not overwhelming. All right, one last bit of advice or tip that I have for you. The WPEZ website builder is a DIY website builder. Do it yourself. But with any DIY project, it really comes down to time versus money most of the time, right? So you can mow your lawn yourself, or you can pay a landscaping company to do it. You can paint your house yourself, or you can pay a professional painter to do it. You know, there's all kinds of DIY projects, including your website. You can do it yourself, or you can pay somebody to do it. So once you get done following the tips that I've given you, you've made your list, you've categorized your tasks and everything. If you look at that list and you're like, oh man, this is going to take forever, or this is, I don't have enough time to do all this. I just want you to know that our team here at OurChurch.com is available to hire. It's probably not as much as you think. We can get things done quickly, get your site finished, and get it launched for you. So I just want you to be aware that that is an option for you. Another situation you might find yourself in, maybe you've ordered your website service 3 months ago, 6 months ago, and you still have sample content on your site. You really intended to update it, but other work has gotten in the way, or family responsibilities, or just, circumstances in life come up. If you find yourself in that situation and you're like, I really just need to get this done, contact us and let us know. We'd be happy to help finish your website for you quickly, painlessly for you. All right. So that is it. We are at the end of level 2 of your training for the WPEZ website builder. Thanks for doing this with us here. I hope it's been a good experience. Your parting task that I really would appreciate you doing is to fill out our feedback survey. Let us know what you thought, what you think of our WPEZ training level 2, and then get to it, get to finishing your site. Thanks so much.